Guess one way to look at it is that one person's treatment is another person's torture. With such massive mortality descending on seemingly everyone, a shattered and desperate Europe began to look for answers. Many felt that this was divine retribution for the sins of humanity and turned to religion. Others looked to astrology, and in Paris, considered to be the pinnacle of medical knowledge, the learned 46 masters of the Paris medical faculty congregated and determined that the Black Death was caused by an unusual conjunction of Saturn, Mars, and Jupiter, which they determined happened at 1 in the afternoon on March 20th, 1345. And I'm assuming that's local time. Now, the learned masters got together and assembled a compendium to explain this further. Quote, "The first cause of this pestilence was and is the configuration of the heavens, which occurred in 1345 at 1 hour after noon on the 20th of March, when there was a major conjunction of the 3 planets in Aquarius." Now, keeping all this in perspective, it's good to point out that the scientific method, germ theory, and even the medical need for hand washing was still a ways in the future, not to mention things like IV fluid, vaccination, and antibiotics. The medicine of the time was based on ideas that ranged back to the time of Aristotle and Galen, who was a doctor who lived during the reign of Marcus Aurelius. As such, it was based on the 4 humors of the body: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile, which could cause illness if they were unbalanced, and the preferred treatment was usually bloodletting. However, this method would usually result in the introduction of more infection and/or the loss of too much blood, which would usually hasten death. This led entire communities rushing to stick their heads into the local latrine. Now, along those same lines, drinking urine became very popular, and specifically non-plague victim urine developed into a treatment. And of course, the procurement of this became its own cottage industry. I guess one way to look at it is that one person's treatment is another person's torture.